Glad to have you with us from Malone Stadium in Monroe, Louisiana. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the UAB Blazers and the UL Monroe Warhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with the UAB head coach before the game. He understands this will be a tricky game for his running back. He knows the team well, he knows the opponents well, played with, practiced with a lot of these guys, but he has asked him to take the emotion out. Run hard, be patient, and don't worry about the opposition. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Warhawks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So UAB's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Now we take a look at Ryder Burton. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. Hand off from the shotgun. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he's knocked down.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Austin Carlisle, the transfer from Illinois. He was sacked 4 times and threw a couple of interceptions last time out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Shakes off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for offense.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The Warhawks will try to pick it up on 4th down.
Here we go. Ready? 22.
He'll do it himself on the draw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense a breathing room. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the quick grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
That's reeled in. It's Mims. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Blazers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the catch at the 10. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. On the option. Now the toss. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The run to the left. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now on the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Warhawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success.
Oh, he's got some space. It's the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Blazers moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Took a shot as he threw.
You'd like to see this offensive line do a better job protecting their quarterback when he's in the pocket when they're in these empty sets. It's going to be a lot of man-on-man up front, and that time the defense won.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Burton. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Warhawks getting set on first and 10. Hands it off on the counter. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the draw. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, they got the touchdown, and the quarterback also had snot bubbles the size of his fist coming out of his nose after that hit.
Yeah, and you don't want to take too many of those shots. You got the touchdown, but the offensive line, obviously, a little bit more protection would be good. But in the end, touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Burton. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
This quarterback part of their running game. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage at 3 and just get points before halftime. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half.
Go, go!
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Oregon State Beavers. And it's the home team in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Malone Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, I caught up with the Warhawks head coach at the half. Coach told me he is thrilled with his transfer running back. This is exactly why they brought him. They expected big things out of him, and he has shown that he is capable so far here in this game. They want to continue that momentum behind the strong running game of his first half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, ready. Blue 22, blue 22. Go, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. Give to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a first down for the offense. Flip.
Off play action on first down. Working that left side now. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Blazers will have it 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
So now it's 2nd and long. They feed him again. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage?
Maybe a crease. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
On the run from inside his own 5. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. Crosses the 35. Breaks into the open. The 30. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UAB. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. 1st down and more. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it and he's open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Keeps it on the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to come.
Caught, and he's got room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Yeah, and I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. So first down will open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna take a shot. Snatches it on the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Burton. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Blazers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Under fire. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UAB. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And they'll try to tack on 2. He'll set up to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Trying to make them guess wrong on the read option to the right. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the counter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking to throw for it. They're working that left side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Warhawks are rolling down the field. Running to the left. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Here's the pressure, trying to get away. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Warhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Makes the grab. It's Brown. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
The Blazers in the hurry up. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the back. Got his man. Touchdown, Blazers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And they tacked on the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough for the 1st. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Burton. Got it in the middle, it's Mims. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Burton. Looking for the score. Touchdown, UAB. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
And the point after is good. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The throw. He's got him. And he's wrestled to the ground. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback running on the draw. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like If you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.